Hello, hello, friends of Dress for Success. I'm Tara Stiles, and I'm thrilled to be here with you all, leading a nice, energizing yoga practice to help us feel better, more connected to our center. How nice is that? And getting in this practice of letting your breath literally move you, which is amazing. We spend so much time doing, which turns into a little bit of force and maybe a lot of struggle and some stress and tension in there. And we can do so much about that by shifting and changing how we move and allowing our breath to literally move us. So let's give it a go. All right, if you're on the ground, feel free to crawl up to stand. So much that's really cool about before you practice your yoga, your movement, your anything is giving yourself just a few moments to start to get in the emotional mood, start to get into the physical practice of this. So our practice result becomes something that lasts with more of the time. You can simply move around here in your space. Start to notice what's going on with you. Notice your breath moving you and starting to walk in a nicer way. Maybe a little walk forward, a little walk back, a little walk side to side. Feeling yourself in space, feeling your feet on the ground, easy. Noticing any habits that start to happen and to see if you can change those habits by moving your body, moving yourself in a nice way, moving in a great way, taking good care of you. And eventually crawl down to the ground. So really something cool to practice is extending the time of your practice. We're going to do some things that look a little bit more familiar to yoga now. But before we begin and after we end, we can really extend that practice time to moving around in a way where we're more connected to ourselves, allowing the breath to move you. How nice is that? And really everything that you're doing, your walking, your exercises, your family time, your work time, your using your energy for good time, always coming back to connecting with yourself, letting your breath move you, find a good position, and then do your wonderful things from there. All right, let's see how this works in our yoga practice. Letting yourself sway and shift and drift your way to find a centered place. Just like everything in nature, always guiding yourself to this centered place. Noticing how you feel. And let everything soften a bit here. A little bendability in you, a little bend in your elbows, your shoulders, all the parts of you that can bend mechanically. And then you're more than your mechanics. So this emotional, this whole you, soften, this readiness. And when you soften, all of a sudden, wow, your breath starts to take over and lift and carry you every inhale, picking you up and out like a big balloon, and every exhale, resting, releasing right back in. Let's add some movement onto that big inhale, reach up. Bring your palms together, plug back in, connect here. Maybe that's thumbs to your heartbeat, or hands to your belly, or down if that's more comfortable. One breath together, big inhale. Long exhale, relax everything here, and let's go here. Lean to the side, fall down toward your right side, let the ground catch you, open up. Big stretch here, roll around. how it feels nice, how it feels useful for you. If you find a place that feels a little bit stuck, a little bit tense, hang there for a bit. Pay attention to yourself. Breathe big. See what happens. And eventually sliding back up. And other side here. Come on down, let the ground support you here. Open up, big stretch. Rolling around gently, easy. Notice what's going on with you right here. Coming all the way back up, falling forward here from your middle. Notice what happens when your middle moves. The rest of you goes along for the ride with less tension. Dropping your head and neck here, easy. All these little habits that we have to try to protect ourselves, most of them we don't need at all. Can free up some energy. Crawl back here, push down, lift up, big stretch, open. Gently come back down here, little rock a bit one way and the other way. See how that moving from the middle lets the rest of you ripple along and release and relax. Notice how you feel. And let's move here. Lean to the side. Slide your legs all the way around behind you here, crawling up onto all fours. How you move all the time is important, not just in one position. So how nice is that? Focusing on every moment along the way. Noticing how you feel, noticing what's going on with you. Getting a little bit more tuned in, a little bit more sensitized. So you can make all those good choices. Rolling around here, maybe this is cat and cow one way and the other way. But don't limit yourself here. Maybe that's rolling around a bit gently. Maybe that's back into your heels with your toes tucked. I feel really nice to get a good opening, a good release for your feet here. And eventually lean forward here. Scoot your knees back. Let your center sink down toward the ground. Maybe this is real high. Rolling a bit here side to side, or a little bit lower, or a lot lower here, all the way down. Draw your shoulders down your back, big inhale, open up a bit. And keeping your knees on the ground, shift up and back onto all fours. Let's make this our nice home base for a little while. Crawl toward your left side so much that this right leg can slide forward there. Push down a bit so that back knee can scooch back a little bit there. Move yourself a little side to side so your hands are supporting you either side of that front leg, right under your middle. Breathing here. Notice what's going on with you, allowing some easy movement to happen from your center. Nothing stuck or rigid here. Lean toward your left side, big, and now pull your right side up for a nice big twist. All the way back here toward your middle, lean right, roll open. Back toward your middle here, a little rock a bit side to side. Tuck your back toes, keeping your back knee on the ground. Shift up and back toward your runner stretch here. Lean a little bit left, lean a little bit right as you go. Maybe stay up high or drop over this leg, or an easy twist around if that feels better. Just start noticing what's happening with you and responding nicely to yourself. Let yourself be a little bit of a first responder to what you find. Really practicing taking good care in every moment. Crawl back out toward that low lunge. Tuck your back toes, keeping your hands on the ground, and lift up. Walk your hands back here so your arms are right under your middle. Drop over your legs. Put a big bend in your knees so you can have some movement happening here. You're not just stuck and waiting for the next position. Explore. See what you find. Sink right back toward this low lunge here. Soften your back knee down. Easy. Crawl toward your open side here. So much of this top leg slides around. And other side here. Move toward your right side. So much of this left leg can slide up there. Push down. Slide that back knee back a little bit there. Move yourself side to find the center here. And once you find that position, let your breath take over. Moving a bit here, lean toward your right side, pull your left side up toward that front leg. Big twist and back toward your middle here. Lean, roll open. All the way back here toward your middle, little rock a bit side to side to find that center, keeping it moving. Tuck your back toes, shift up and back toward that runner stretch by really leaning right and really leaning left. So you're not just slamming yourself back toward a destination, always moving one moment at a time, noticing what's happening with you. Crawling back out toward that low lunge. Tuck your back toes, keeping your hands on the ground. Lift up. Walk your hands back here. Drop over your legs. Easy bend in your knees. Rolling around a bit here, gently. Sink right back toward that low lunge here. Soften your back knee down. Easy. Crawl toward your open side. So much of this top leg slides back around. Move yourself back onto all fours. Let's go a bit bigger here. Tuck your toes from your belly. Lift up and back toward a nice down dog here. Put an easy bend in your knees, shifting your hips, your belly, your middle to one side and the other side to open things up. Rocking your way toward a nice centered place. 3 breaths here. Lift high on toward your tippy toes. Easy, drop your heels and relax. A little rock a bit here at the bottom. 2 more times. Big inhale pulls you up. Easy, relax. 1 more time. Big inhale, lift up. Easy, relax out. Roll out plank pose. Nice long wave. Walk your hands a little bit forward or scoot your feet a little bit back so you're really supporting yourself here, not in a stressful position. If this is too much, you can always soften your knees down. Make sure you're in a good position that's possible for you without a big panic. Side plank on your right side, rock left and roll right. Big, easy stretch and open. Maybe your feet stay where they are. Maybe your feet stack or lowering a shin. Open up. All the way back here toward your middle. Other side, lift, roll, stretch everything open. All the way back here toward your middle. Soften your knees down. This time, come all the way down to the ground so you're lying on your belly. Interlace your hands behind you. Roll open a bit here. If that doesn't feel so nice, just relax down or find a more comfortable spot for you. Relax on down, planting your palms on the ground. Shift up and back. Tuck your toes from your belly. Lift. Nice big down dog here. Settling. And take a crawl up toward the top of your space here. Shift to the side. Belly, foot, and a hand crawl. Shift and crawl. Everything on up here. Hang over. Let your head go, your neck go. Roll everything up towards standing here. Really crawl up yourself. Big inhale, lift tall, high. Exhale, drop your arms, relax. 2 more, just like that. Big inhale. Let your breath move you. Exhale, relax. 1 more time. Exhale, all the way up and over your legs here. Crawl toward your right side. Slide your left leg way back here, low lunge. Walk your hands back a little bit. Scoot your feet a little bit apart so you're nice and sturdy. We'll come up to a stand. Roll up through your middle, nice and tall. Lift high. Palms find each other. Bring it in. Thumbs to your heartbeat or hands to your belly. 3 breaths. Lift. Exhale. Relax. Let it go. Let your breath do this for you. Big inhale. Exhale. Let it go. So putting yourself in the right position and letting your breath take over. Big inhale. Lift. Twist toward your front leg here. Hook your elbow right outside this thigh a little bit here. You can slide it up and dig in a bit. Push down with your top palm to open up. And open up your arms here. This left hand finds your ground. Lean into it. Twist toward your front leg. Open here. Trade sides. Right hand finds your ground. Spin your back heel down. Lean back. Roll your belly. Everything opens up from here. Nice open triangle. Let's come up to stand here. Bend through both knees. Reach your top arm back. Big inhale pulls you up nice and high. And warrior 2 here. Turn your right toes forward. Turn your back toes in. Everything opens out nice and low and steady here. Like a big bird gliding. 3 breaths. Big inhale. Lift up. Easy. Let it go. Awesome. 2 more times. Big inhale. Really, you're guiding yourself to move in these directions. Big inhale. Letting your breath just take over and guide you up and bring you back out. Tip on back, reverse, lean back. Take your front leg with you and side angle here. Bend through your knees, wave up and over. Rest your forearm gently, just like a coffee cup on your table there. Roll your belly open, lean back. Let's come on down here. Move your middle around. That left hand finds your ground, then your right hand. Swivel your toes around here to face your side. Nice wide leg forward bend. Hang over for just a bit here. Maybe a little bend in your knees. That's a nice one. Or if you want a gentle twist, bring a hand on the ground. Open up toward one side. Exhale, back to your middle, another side. Big inhale, open. Exhale, back to your middle. Crawl yourself up to stand here, easy. A little bend in your knees. And crawl back up to stand. A little shift and drift. Here's our practice, moving around, walking around nicely. Easy bend in your knees. Find your center here. Big inhale, lift up. Exhale, crawl up and over your legs here. Lean toward your left side. Slide your right leg way back here, low lunge. Scoot your feet a little bit apart so you're sturdy, so no trouble when you come up here. Round up through your middle, lift tall. Palms find each other. Bring it in here. Thumbs to your heartbeat. Little push in to lean back, lift. Exhale, let it go. 2 more times, lift. Exhale, let it go. 1 more time, lift. Twist toward your front leg here. Hook your elbow right outside. Slide it up there a little bit. Dig in. Push down with your top palm to open up. And open up your arms here. This right hand finds your ground. Lean into it. Twist toward your front leg. Open. Trade sides here. Left hand finds your ground. Spin your back heel down. Lean back. Roll your belly. Everything opens from your middle gently. Come on up here. Bend through both knees. Reach your top arm back. Big inhale pulls you up high. And scoot your feet around, warrior 2. Left toes forward. Back toes in. Exhale opens everything out. Nice and calm and steady here. Easy. 3 breaths. Lift. Exhale brings you back out. So there's no end point here. Big inhale pulls you up for as long as that inhale lasts, and the exhale takes over and brings you back. Let your breath move you. 1 more. Lift up. Like riding a big wave. Relax. Tip on back, reverse, lean back so you can do very energetic, very strong things without stressing yourself out. Up and over. Rest your forearm gently. Back arm pulls you over. Roll your belly open. Lean back. Come on down here. Turn your middle down. This right hand catches you. Then this left hand, swivel your toes around here. Nice wide leg forward bend. Maybe just hang over this time. Or another version, bending your knees a bit. Interlacing your hands behind you. Rolling up and over. Maybe add a little bit of a sway or keep your knees soft. Eventually release out of that one here. A little bend in your knees. Crawl yourself back up. Your legs here. Easy. Shift and rock. Finding a nice place to stand here. A little bend in your knees. Big inhale. Lift up. Easy. All the way up and over. Crawl back down yourself here. Find the ground. Slide on back toward your down dog here. A little shift and drift here to find your middle. Roll back out toward your plank pose. Nice long wave. Side plank on your right side. Rock left. Then roll right. Big easy stretch. Open up. All the way back here toward your middle. Other side. Lift. Roll. Stretch open. All the way back here toward your middle. This time, come on down to your belly. And in one piece, we'll lift up and back toward this down dog. Let's move a bit bigger here. Lean left. Right leg floats up and back behind you. Nice big stretch here. Bend through both knees so you've really got yourself making some room. Easy. Low lunge here. Lean all the way left. Slide this foot on through. Low lunge. Scoot your feet a little bit apart. Round up through your middle. Tall. Lift high. Easy. Sink low right here. Big inhale, lift. Twist toward your front leg from your middle. Come all the way around. Big inhale lifts you up, and keep opening warrior 2. Open your belly, that back heel comes around, and then scoot your feet around. Right toes forward, back toes in. Big bird gliding out here. Warrior two. Big inhale lifts you up tall. Easy. Back out. Let your breath do that. Tip on back, reverse, lean back. Take that front leg with you in side angle here. Bend through your knees up and over. Rest your forearm. Back arm comes along with you for the ride. Roll your belly open. Low lunge. Turn your middle down. This left hand catches you. And that right one this time. Lift up through your middle. Walk your hands back. Drop over your legs. Easy. Let your head go, your neck go. Roll around a bit here. See what you find. We'll come forward this time here. A little bend in your knees. Lean back a little bit. Look forward. Crawl your whole self forward so that back leg floats up. Hands support you on the ground. Round up to stand here. Soften. Roll everything up. This should feel nice. Maybe give your arms a little wiggle there. Let it go. Give that shin a good squeeze. And find a nice tree. Maybe your foot's high. Maybe it's low. Find a good spot for you. Maybe your hands are on your belly. Arms to your heartbeat or arms stretched open. Balance isn't one final place. Let yourself be soft so your breath can move you. You can shift and adjust and not have the breeze be such a big deal. Give your shin a good squeeze back in. And bring that foot right back down there. A little rock left and right to find your center. Easy. Big inhale, lift up. Everything up and over. Crawl back over yourself there. Find the ground. Slide on back toward your down dog here. Settle in. And other side here. Lean right. Left leg floats up and back behind you. Nice big stretch here. And bend both knees so you can really roll around a bit there and make some room. Low lunge. Lean all the way right. Slide that foot on through. Make some space there. Scoot your back foot out there a little bit so you're nice and sturdy. And your legs roll up tall. Lift high. Everything nice and low here. Big inhale, lift. Twist toward that front leg from your very middle. Come all the way around. How nice is that? Big inhale, lift up and keep opening warrior two. One movement into the next. Back heel finds your ground. Turn your back toes in. Left toes forward. Always adjust your position until you find that stable place for where you are. One time, a lift up. And then you're going to the next place, adjusting your position there. Back out. Tip on back, reverse. Lean back. Big stretch. Take that front leg with you in side angle. Bend through your knees up and over. Rest your forearm gently on that thigh. Back arm pulls you over. Roll your belly open. Lean back. Low lunge. Turn your middle down. This right hand catches you on the ground. And that left one lift up. Walk your hands back. Drop over your legs. Easy. A little bend in your knees. Give yourself that chance to roll around here. Come forward, bend through your knees a bit, lean back, look forward, crawl yourself forward so that back leg floats up. Round up to stand, soften, roll on up here. Maybe you can give your arms a little wiggle. Make sure there's no extra tension that's not leading toward progress there. Finding your tree, your foot can be high. If that's no fun for balance, slide your toes down. That's great too. Easy. One variation isn't better than the other. The version that works for you is always the best. Eventually give the shin a squeeze. And bring that foot right back down there. A little rock right and left to find your center. Easy, big inhale, reach up. Everything all the way up and over here. Find the ground, bend your knees so that's easy, and crawl on back. Down dog here, settle in. Roll back out, plank pose. Nice long wave and soften your knees down, sink your hips. Roll around, maybe real high or a little bit low or a lot lower there if that feels better. Draw your shoulders down your back, open up. And keeping your knees on the ground, shift up and back, tuck your toes from your belly, lift. Down dog here and crawl back up toward the top of your space there. Shift and crawl, all the way up here. Hang over, round everything up towards standing here. Crawl up yourself, big inhale, lift. Easy. belly all the way up and over. Crawl back down. Walk your hands forward. Lean forward. Walk your feet back. Sink on down. Nice squat here if this feels all right. If it's not so good, maybe hang out on all fours. Roll around in your hips and back there. Or find a good position for you. Maybe it's nice to drop your head and neck here. Or roll open a bit side to side. And if you're in the mood to play around a little bit here, a little crow practice, or rock back and forward, easy. Bring your whole self forward. You can squeeze your knees around your arms, so that's a nice kind of hip and back opener version. Relax, so everything is the same as everything else that we've been doing. Just because the movement gets a little bit more challenging doesn't mean we need to panic. Easy, relax. Or maybe knees come a little bit higher. Another version, same thing. Everything comes forward. Your middle's going forward and the rest of you goes along for the ride. Everything can relax. Big inhale. Everything relax. Let it go. Feet don't have to leave the ground, so don't feel like getting your feet up off the ground is better. We're just coming forward, coming back. Maybe you come forward and then maybe all of a sudden you get a little bit stuck there, a little hangout time. But don't jump, don't force anything, just go forward, come back, see what happens. Stay in the moving well of it all, and so much more will surprise you. Bringing the bottoms of your feet here together. Before we go forward here, crawl yourself back, big inhale, open up, make some room. Good feeling there, like a big door opening. Maybe hang there for a little while, or if it's nicer to let yourself be pulled forward around one way or the other way. You've got this whole horizon of forward. Doesn't need to be just one direction there. So check out your lefts and rights, your rounds and rounds, all these parts of you. No part of you left behind, that kind of a feeling. When you find a place that feels interesting or maybe a little stuck, hang out there for a little while, see what you find. Feel free to hang here as long as you like, or eventually rolling on up. Let's do a simple pigeon pose. Lean to your right hip, real simply. So much of that left leg can slide around. And see what you find here. You can lean all the way into this hip or all the way around. Just explore. Find a position where you feel a good opening, but no pain, especially no knee pain. Always scooch this foot back, really lean into this hip, so pain is not a good sign. Change your position so you feel something useful, not something painful. Hang here for just a few big breaths. You may find your one spot and just, this is it. Or you may be searching for a good spot. And hanging there as long as you like, or start to cruise yourself up a bit more. Maybe a gentle twist around your front leg, or easy roll around your open side. Might be nice to lean forward a little bit. You can invent your own variations. Maybe your back knee says, please bend me. Maybe it says, do not bend me. So listen to what's going on with you. A little DIY shiatsu. This is a nice one for resetting your whole self. You can squish your thumb right into the center of your foot there, below the ball of your foot, connecting with your kidney meridian, but really for most of us feels like a Control-Alt-Delete, a little reset. And if nothing feels like it's happening, just let it go. It doesn't matter. And sliding onto your other side here, lean into that right hip, slide your left leg around, lean into it. So much of that right leg slides around behind you. Find a good spot, crawl back and open. Easy up and over here around one way or toward the other way there. We'll hang for a little while. Watch your breath move you here. Move from your middle, almost like the center of you has a big searchlight. You're searching around to find those places that need your help, that need some extra attention right now. And once you find that place that needs some help, help yourself. Hang there for a little while. Breathe. Notice what happens. And hang in there as long as you like. You're starting to cruise up a bit more. Maybe a gentle twist around your front leg or an easy roll open toward your open side. Might be nice to lean forward and that back knee. See what you feel, see what you find. No need to have your variations here match exactly what you did on the other side. So see what makes sense for you here. You might find some pretty good feeling places. Just focus on taking care of you. Ease on down, slide your back leg around, and one more forward bend, anyhow you like, maybe feet together, apart, or open. And before you go forward, crawl back, open up like a big door. Maybe hang there, or letting that fold you up and over around one way or the other way. Moving from your middle also gives you all these choices, all these places to explore. If you're just moving from your fingers, just collecting more tension in your shoulders, your back, or wherever you store your tension normally, wherever your habit is. So moving from your center really also lets us change all those habits in kind of an instant, which is pretty neat. And hang in here as long as you like. Any gentle movements that feel nice to unwind, feel free. If you'd rather meet up sitting here for a little while, meet you here. Breathe together for a few moments. And letting yourself sway and shift and drift into a nice, calm, centered place, always moving toward center, moving with yourself. Allowing your breath to move you. And notice how you feel. Take a big inhale, reach up. Bring your palms together. Plug in here, really connect. Thumbs to your heartbeat, hands to your belly, or simply down. Big inhale. Long exhale. Let everything go. And you can keep this going here by moving around a bit, side to side, forward and back, crawling around, letting all of this nice movement take you into everything that you're up to next here, your day and all together. So really allowing your practice to be a continuation of everything else, helping you feel more connected and better and nice. So thanks so much for letting me practice here together with you. What a wonderful opportunity to connect with all of the friends from Dress for Success. So thank you so much for all the good you do with your energy. Thanks so much for having me and practicing, taking good care of you. Have a wonderful day and see you soon.